Welcome to Slicing Essentials, cutting-edge solutions to your slicing problems and opportunities.
This week's question comes from a successful co-packer of deli sandwich meats.
We've been growing rapidly, and the demands of order fulfillment have been putting our production team under stress. I worry constantly that we'll miss a step in the sanitation process because we're trying to save time. How can Weber help us always do the right things?
Thanks for sharing your concerns. I'm Steve Trainer here in Kansas City, Missouri with Weber's Kevin Dusterhouse. Kevin, let's use the Weber's 804 set up here in the North American Technology Center to show processors how the unmatched accessibility designed into Weber's latest machinery will assure that your crews will clean more thoroughly and in less time than ever before.
Steve, the easiest way to do that is to perform the procedure on the machine. I'll point out the ways that Weber's tool-free disassembly and built-in design advantages can reduce your stress as well as the time it takes to accomplish the task. Okay, let's go through the steps of preparing a Weber 804 slicer for washdown at the end of another productive day.
And keep in mind that the features you demonstrate are consistent throughout the Weber slicing lineup, from Weber's largest system, the 905, down through the smallest slicing system, the 305. Okay, Kevin, we can already see that it takes only one bolt to remove the grippers, the first step in the teardown. Weber's quick disconnect hoses have also been color-coded to make reassembly fast and error-free. Weber's tool-free accessibility has an immediate impact when it's time for step 2, removal of the product downholders. This unique design feature is the primary reason that Weber slicers can generally be sanitized in half the time of any other slicer. As you demonstrate here, the product bed rails are also easily removed without a need for tools, as is the product infeed belt. Notice that the belt tension is released with the flick of a wrist. The next step for any sanitation crew is removal of the product bed belt. Notice that an independent roller motor operates the conveyor. This design feature eliminates the need for additional belts and pulleys, as well as the food traps sometimes associated with those components. Now, you will need a wrench to remove the blade from any Weber slicer, but a time-saving housing design does make it faster and more convenient to get to the Weber blade. It's hard to see, but interesting to note that an inflatable bladder behind the blade will automatically and completely seal the housing to prevent moisture from entering the internal mechanisms of the slicer. When it comes to removing the portioning conveyor belt, the need for tools is again eliminated. The rollers are also easily removable, snapping apart in seconds. It's important to note that the use of rollers has completely eliminated the need for bearings, and that Weber has pioneered this important food safety feature. Similarly, the control conveyor belt and the rocker belt can be quickly removed by your sanitation crew without tools and later reassembled in the same way. The weigher on Weber's 804 presents another interesting design feature. Because of its open design, it can be cleaned in place with no disassembly required. Finally, the infeed and reject conveyors can be quickly moved away from any connected packaging machine. Combined with their open designs, these components may be cleaned in place and their belts easily removed.
There you have it, complete teardown for sanitation that's accomplished faster and in fewer steps, almost completely without tools.
When you need more complete information, call Weber's sales and application experts and learn how an upgrade to any Weber slicer will help you operate more hygienically and with fewer worries related to food safety. It's another way that Weber adds the value. Join us again when Weber Slicing Essentials will address another processor question.